think it's okay to have good versus evil. Lots of people like to be the bad guys. Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. I was looking at it from a very elfie-centric point of view, wasn't I? I have a hard time relating to the baddies most of the time. There's some very specific exceptions. What if I were to make handcrafted digital art that looks like AI slop but worse, so if some of their collector system grabs it? That would be sort of funny. But I don't know how you would go about that, because they're sort of uniquely bad. It's not mistakes, it's just being wrong most of the time. You don't have to be a nerd to play chess. Plenty of non-nerds play chess. You just keep telling yourself that, Josuke. I have that Instagram skit song on repeat in a tab on my desktop now. Which song? Oh, the Plastic Fairy one? Oh, it's great, isn't it? I love that guy. Love that guy. His little songs make me really happy. Justice for the rats. They're just as adorable and sweet. So, yeah, one of the things that I've thought about with the Redwall universe is that, to some extent, the antagonistic dynamics between species have become like generational trauma that each new generation is carrying. And I wonder if Brian Jakes were still with us, if he would have been able to continue to grow this universe so that we can address issues like that. Although Marl Fox, I think, was an interesting take in that the usual antagonist species is actually our main character set in that one. An interesting outlier, at least. I should reread that one. Definitely make a time-lapse video of you making it, whatever it ends up being, Animal. I just want to see. I'm sure real rats can be very sweet, but having just finished it a month or two ago, Redwall rats are not. A lot of Redwall rats are also very beleaguered and abused, which is why it's like, well, maybe, you know, there's these like systemic problems in the Redwall universe that are contributing to, you know, this ongoing really negative toxic cycle and narrative. Just something to consider. Real rats are very sweet though. They're so snuggly. Mice bite a lot more often, and rats are just so flippin' cute, and they live a lot longer if you're gonna have them as a pet. Just something to consider is that they do tend to only live for like if they get to be 6, they're going to be having a lot of health issues is what I'm getting at, which includes things like largely inoperable tumors that can sort of like overtake them. Yeah, but they are wonderful creatures. They have big hearts. You know how cats will purr when they like what you're doing as you're petting them or whatever? They do what's called boggling, which will look a little freaky, but what they do is they like grind their teeth together so fast that their eyes will actually like vibrate in and out of their skull. But like the little chittery sound with it, plus that means that the rat is very happy. It's so cute. Also, they laugh at ultrasonic tones. This has been studied. There are actually multiple studies out there in which someone, as a grad student, got to have their project be that they go down to the lab and they tickle the rats and record what happens. They get to do nice things with the critters. And I think that's wonderful. We need more happy science like this. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about science. Twitch app did not wish to cooperate. I'm glad you made it back, Runa. Magnets on AliExpress aren't that expensive either. Yes, and I have a couple of other avenues for acquiring them that I'm considering too, because I have looked at getting them for a couple of different art supplies. Ideally, I'd like to find them secondhand, which I think I've just been gifted. So we'll see. Elfie's already 5 minutes behind on chat. Listen. Listen, I've caught up twice so far. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, actually. Most neodymium gets refined in China anyhow. If it's already made it into this country in an object that is going to get thrown away, I think me salvaging it, like from the, oh God, I just knew the word. It was right there. It's gone now. What was it? The hard drives. Hard drives, right? Right? Please. Please be right. Anyway. They're like in there. I could get them out with my clever little paws that have opposable thumbs. Destroying hard drives is very fun. You have to use a stronger magnet and then crush it. Oh God. Didn't know there were magnets inside either until my cousin started opening old work computers. They have like 4, and there's also small discs that look like mirrors. I don't think it's something you'd know unless you work in that field. No, but my mom did. And I guess I never really thought about what the little discs inside are made of, or how any of that works. I just thought it was funny that a shattered one rattles, so if you stick it on the end of a scale and you shake it, it's like a computer voodoo kit component. You have a rattle in one hand and a rubber chicken in the other, and then you don't kill anybody because the computer's not cooperating. Either leave them out, put one on each side, or put them on the other side. What if both Father Abbots are the Rooks? Ooh! They do tend to be very straightforward characters. That could work. That could work. Back in a bit. Alrighty, Z. I hope your workspace is getting to be exactly how you want it to be, whatever that ends up looking like. Pawns on the good side should be sparrows. Ooh. Or maybe the bishops. Maybe the bishops, so that they can, like, get into interesting places. Oh, there's options. There's options. The magpies. The magpies should definitely. Oh, we could have sparrows on one side and magpies on the other, and they could be opposing bishops. Or knights, because they can go over other pieces. Maybe. 2 people started and needed constant attention for the first hour and a half until it clicked for one of them. The other one kept making more mistakes as time went on. I couldn't get her to see the pattern. Oh no, this sounds like a heck of a day, Runa. Oh no. Then suddenly it clicked. Oh good. Well, he got there in the end, at least. F1 drivers playing chess recently? Those are car nerds. Those are car nerds. Car nerds. Copied too much. It was looking so good. I need help translating long messages. Oh. You know, Maki, I have a great deal of sympathy. I took a bunch of Spanish in school, didn't retain most of it, and I'm currently learning Japanese. So I'm having a little bit... I'm not brave enough to go into a Japanese-only chat and just start talking with people. I think that you're doing great. If that embarrassed you, I am sorry to hear that, because I think you're doing great. And yeah. Keep going. Your English is great. You're doing a great job. Everything is translating and making sense, is what I'm getting at. Can't just call people nerds like that. I can and I will. Najim just came over to tell me work time was over. Why am I still at my desk? Oh, Najim. Question is Elfie already 5 minutes behind on chat? Well, I was exactly 5 minutes behind on chat. Are you pleased with yourself? You caught me. Missed the bit where I gave the first afternoon of my second workshop today. Oh, I'm sorry. Chat is confusing sometimes, but thank you for clarifying. I figured that this was something that I had missed, and I did not have the mental stamina to go back and check. So I appreciate your understanding and clarification. What was the workshop on again? I've forgotten. Yeah, you're welcome, Maki. Thanks for the hydrate, dear. hope you and your bird are also hydrated. And Hank, too. They're not car nerds. Only Max Verstappen counts as a car nerd? Are you sure? Are you sure? I think my boyfriend is a car nerd. He likes small, weird cars, like his Mia U electric and his Ape 50. Pleased with yourself. Good. Good. I'm trying to improve my writing, but sometimes I still need help. Everybody is. Everybody is. And asking for help is one of those things that I hope we continue to destigmatize, like make it not weird to just as an adult be like, hey, I need help with this. It shouldn't be weird. It's like need to be perfectly capable at everything shit is just, it makes it hard to trust in people who actually know things because you're uncomfortable with the idea of not knowing things. I love not knowing things to an extent. When I encounter someone who does know things, that I can go, hey, what about this thing? And they can just tell me. Yeah. For example, one of the things that I have been informed of this weekend, which I will be looking more into before I say that this is confirmed at all, but apparently there's some research to suggest that the spider morph gene in ball pythons, rather than being a neurological issue, like something wrong in their heads that could be really miserable and awful, the wobble that you see with them could in fact be, and I say could because I haven't read the research yet myself, but this is what was related to me. It could in fact instead be an issue with their inner ear balance. Now that doesn't change the fact that the rate of hatchlings with really terrible spinal problems is really distressing in this gene still. So I would still have issues with people actively breeding for the spider gene. But that does bring me some comfort that at least it's not exactly the most awful thing that we thought it was. Still not great, slightly less awful. Oh, you're making friendship bracelets? Oh, lovely. Happy science fact! We love happy science facts. Did you know that bees and bumblebees like to play if they get the chance? Oh my god, I feel like I did know this. Like the little beads, and they like to push them around. They did an experiment where in an ideal environment, they enjoy rolling, yes! They enjoy rolling little balls around. They don't get anything from it, it just amuses them. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry guys, Human 2 is traveling today to join us. He's got an absurdly long layover. And all I saw was fixed, back to the line, and I opened it and there was something wrong with a boarding pass. I'm so glad that that's been resolved so quickly. And I'm just gonna not panic. How about that? How about everybody not panic? Thank you for that fun science fact, Maki. That's really cute. Bird is hydrated. Runa is hydrated. Good. I haven't asked them if they're car nerds, but then again, I don't go around calling people nerds like some other people. That is not true, Josuke. Every time you join chat, tell me, what is Josuke's first words in chat almost every single day? You heard a plane in the background right as I was talking about his flight. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love those coincidences. The Mia U Electric is like a van that's smaller in width and length than a very basic family car. It could hold 4 or 5 people. That does sound adorable. Oh, yeah, you want to address that, do you? Ignore me walking in here always shouting hi nerds. I only say hi nerds in this chat. It's not very tall either. Oh, Runa, that sounds really cute. I love asking questions, but it makes me feel a bit insecure if I don't know the person because, and I'll never understand why, there are a lot of people who make you feel small or stupid. I don't get what they gain from that. Feeling bigger than you? To be honest, I think some people had the unfortunate experience of being made to feel stupid and got the impression that the way to move forward was to look forward to their turn to make someone else feel stupid instead of go, oh, that felt bad. I'm never explaining anything like that. I'm never going to be that person. And I think we all know what we prefer to interact with, and yet it can be difficult sometimes. Thank you for the hydrate. Sleep time! Don't forget to hydrate the orchid. She needs it. Hey, I'm purple today, too. There we go. Just for good measure. Just for you, Runa. I've never encountered someone else here that claims not to be a nerd, so saying hi, nerds, probably covers everyone. Twitch is trying to lock you out? Oh my god, that's so rude. Never called anyone a nerd specifically. Are you sure? Are you sure? Bye, nerd. Get him, Runa! Not even a Nerds Gummy cluster? I think if I had to pick a candy to be, I could do a lot worse. Ooh, or the Nerds Rope. I don't know why my parents let me have a Nerds Rope that one time. It is very obviously full of red dye. Choices were made. Geek? What is a jog? Could add a command to the bot that calls you a nerd just kidding. I could do that when I get home. Probably can for how much chess I play. I'm actually not that good at it. What is a nerd rope? So, Nerd's Rope, are you familiar with the candy known as Nerds? It's this, like, it's a candy that basically comes down to just being tiny little pellets of candy covered in a further colored candy coating. They're very crispy. And I really liked them. They were not a good plan. I have a red dye allergy, and I also react poorly to certain blues. Get the blues from them, you might say. But, so these tiny little sugar crispy pellets usually come in a little box. Now imagine if instead you took a sticky rope candy, like a Twizzler or some other international equivalent. Someone help me out, please, Europe. And before it stopped being, like, before they coat it in the don't stick togetherness, they rolled it in those little candy pellets, in the little sugar pellets. That's a Nerd's Rope. It was just gummy candy in a long string coated in the crispy sugar pellets. It was a Wonka candy. And now it's really hard to find just Nerds by themselves anymore when I look in the candy aisle, just for nostalgia, you know. I also haven't seen a Nerd Rope in a long time. Or Laffy Taffy or any of the other Wonka candies, except now Nerds Gummy Clusters, which is just segments of rope. We call them drop fitters, I think. Licorice laces. Oh, yeah. Yeah, licorice laces could be an option. They're usually, like, fruity flavored here. Like a... I think, like, toffee consistency, but it's not made with caramel. It's like fruit gummy. Not licorice laces? Really comfortable with who I am, simply not care what other people think. And I appreciate that about you, Mr. Josuke. It makes you a very good sport about these things. Candy laces. Snoepwitters. That's cute. It's a really funny spelling to me. I don't know what it is. Snoepwitters. Don't think we ever had any candy like that here. Really, Maki? Oh yeah, bye, Runa. Nerds attached to Snoepwitters? Yes, probably. Maybe. Apart from gummies, the most popular ones were Chupa Chups, which are like lollipops. I love a lollipop. It's so easy. Fit Boys? What are Fit Boys? We have something that is nerds, but I keep forgetting what they're called here. That's interesting that they'd have a different name. But I guess it kind of makes sense. The word nerd has different connotations everywhere. And to be honest, I'm not really sure why they called them nerds. It's not like the little candy critter that they drew on the side to represent them was particularly clever. Poor things. They were just little guys waiting to be munched up by small children. Candy advertising is weird. Little and round, come in lots of flavors. You know, I'm not sure they ever made that many flavors of nerds, but they definitely had colors. They definitely had... I guess they kind of did smell different sometimes. And in fairness, I didn't try many flavors of them. Oh, no, they definitely were different colors and flavors because the purple one said grape on the box. I can, like, remember this vividly now. Yeah, they were different flavors. Snoop, 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 snoop. We add J to denote it being small or cute. Snoopje. Snoopje. Cookie. Cookie. Snoopje. Cook and cookie are basically the same thing as our Snoop and Snoopje. I've tried nerds and also Jelly Belly beans, but I'm not really a fan. Honestly, I don't think that those are the like best candies that America has to offer, in my opinion. They are definitely some of the more popular ones, but I personally find that the better candies are the like lesser known niche fancy versions, I guess. Looking at the Wikipedia page, they have watermelon boxes. Oh yeah. It's cute to hear you nail those pronunciations. Oh, thank you. I just abruptly remembered that sometimes a J is a Y. Snoopy. Snoopy. I'm trying to think what my favorite candy is right now. I don't really eat all that much candy. Like right now while I've been here, I've been eating a good bit of chocolate, but I've been on my period, so that's how it goes. You know? J is sometimes Y. Hi, Woat! But also sometimes I, and occasionally it's just a J. So confusing. That's true. Can I get a shout out for Old Man Woat, please? Google says rainbow nerds at some new supermarkets. Oh! Well, I mean, that's how they would do it on the Nerds rope and the Nerds clusters. It's all of the colors, just in a crazy rainbow, which, if they were very strongly flavored to be different, that actually sounds awful on reflection. Which American candies would you say are the best? Frankly, I think my favorite candy that I'm pretty confident is not necessarily an America exclusive, but predominantly developed here, I think, is these saltwater taffies. We used to go to this like home improvement store when I was a kid, and they had bins when I was littler of saltwater taffy. And we'd go to the Andersons and we'd get saltwater taffy in flavors and colors. And like, I think the one I remember the most was green pear, because it was like layered candy. So like they probably made it in like a roll and cut segments. So like the middle was white and then yellow and then a light green around that. It was so good. I don't remember almost any of the other flavors, but I do remember the green pear was really, really good. Yeah. No. Haribo is American? No, but it's the best you can get in America. Personally, because of my dye allergies, there is a different gummy bear brand that I'm trying to bring to mind that I personally really like, because as well as having their like standard line, they have an organic gummy bear set that only uses like food colorings from other foods, so like vegetables and fruit juices and things. I really like those. My message was flagged and it says it's not sent, but I see it in chat. I don't know what to tell you, dear. Bags of mixed licorice and Swedish fish. Yeah. Oh, American marshmallows are definitely a good one. We have something similar called News, but since I became vegetarian, I can't eat them. Yeah, that's tough. I've heard some people can have success using aquafaba, the water from around chickpeas, as a replacement. I think you misspelled nougat, and that's the problem. I think it's an A instead of an E, but I don't know why it would flag that. I'm sorry. Marshmallows and s'mores live in my dreams? Oh my gosh. Listen, do not follow Paul Hollywood's instructions for how to make a s'more. Listen, I will take you guys on a camp out at some point and show you how to make a fucking s'more if you guys want. Like, I'm so for real. Yeah? Would you guys want that? Okay. Nougat, yes. Yes, there we go. You can go ahead and send the whole thing again, because I'm still not sure why that was flagged, but I'm a little nervous to allow it to the allowable category, just in case. I was recently told to spear a chunk of chocolate, dip it in marshmallow fluff, and toast that over a fire. Ooh, marshmallow fluff is good shit. I don't think I've had it since I was a little kid, though. Maybe I should fix that. Yeah, nougat. There you go, animal. Well, let us know if you try that. You're invited to my camp out. Wasn't a big fan of sugary candies. As a kid, and even more so now, I mostly like chocolates, chocolate-coated cookies and wafers, or nougat chocolate bars. I do like caramel cow's tails or bullseyes, which do not come from those animals, to be clear. They might contain milk, though. Spelling is fun. This is why America has spelling bees. Plus, then we have more fluff for sandwiches and concern the Euros. That'll be fun. I love burnt marshmallows, black as coal and soft on the inside. Tony Chocolonely isn't sold. Just did a fuck ton of investment rounds. What does that mean? Tony who? Do you mean Toblerone? Sold in America. Misread that. Oh gosh. Oh, my leg fell asleep. Give me a sec here, guys. I need to get... Come to Spain. We can do the camp out here. I do need to finish my passport, so No chocolonely. It's really good, but only comes in gigantic bars. What is... No. I need someone to clarify. Is chocolonely? Like, are you making fun of Toblerone? Or is this a different thing that I should know about? English is one of the few languages that has spelling bees. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Because we're dumb. It's good chocolate that tries to be ethical. Oh, Tony's Chocolonely is a Dutch brand. You know, trying to be ethical, without the air quotes around trying, frankly, is important. So, it is real and good. I like real and good things. English is hard to spell. That's true. It's Dutch chocolate, and that is still Belgian chocolate. Fight. Oh, gosh. Alright. I now have 8 teeny tiny little pumpkins. I'm going to set these aside for a sec. All chocolate goes through Barry Callebaut one way or another. Who's that? Who the heck is Jerry? Why? Who is Jerry and why is he the gatekeeper of all chocolate? It's Dutch chocolate, but they have a deal with Barry. Who is Barry? Who is this guy? Someone's car in my mom's parking lot kept going off last night 5 or 6 times. So I went to bed later than I wanted to. Barry, King of Cocoa. Oh my goodness, what? Barry Callebaut is the Belgian-Swiss multinational kingpin of chocolate. Oh my goodness. Maki says, if you're thinking of coming to Spain, the most popular spots are the south, Barcelona, or Madrid. But as a little secret, the north is 1,000 times better, even if it rains. We just don't want it to get too popular because in general there's a lot of problems with tourism. Tourists can be a real pain in the ass. I promise you, every touristy region of the US understands this. They just don't know enough to not be similarly an asshole when they get their opportunity to go abroad. The bars are weird? Why? They don't have the usual cubing stuff going on. You can't break it into squares. Oh, are they the ones that have like the wiggy, wacky... That's so weird. It's to appreciate the inequality in the chocolate industry so you never get even pieces. Oh no. They have them as dummies from Frutella. Huh? What are dummies? I'm not a dummy, and you're not a dummy. But my nose is itchy again, and I'm gonna scream. Oh, goodness. I'm not finding anything. There's no hairs. There's no nothing. There's nothing touching my face. There is nothing touching my face. I've checked multiple times at this point. I'm gonna have to wash my face after stream. Now you can sleep. Good night, Runa. Patchwork dress is so cute. Thank you. This is a sundress I'm borrowing from Mumphy. It has pockets, but my hands are dirty, so I don't want to put them in. But it has pockets, see? One on each side. So good. So good. Oh, also it has little buttons on the back. Mumphy sewed them because taking it on and off, I guess, was not her favorite. But it does have cute little buttons on the straps, which I thought was adorable. Elfie, I have arrived and they're so stressy. What has happened? Oh. I am stressy because there is something touching my nose and I cannot find it. I have gone and blown my nose. I have wiped my nose. There is nothing there. I cannot find it. It sounds like allergies. That's what I had at the beginning of this season when I started. It's not even running or anything. There's just like literally something touching me, like right there on the outside, just on my nose. And I can't find it. And I've been here for 2 weeks. You would think would have shown up earlier. That's all I'm saying. I'm just having a hard time believing that it is only showing up now. But how are you, James? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. They straight up admit not being perfect, and that also is important. They try really hard to do chocolate ethical because chocolate is one unethical product. It is. Sorry I booped you secretly. You monster. You fiend. How could you? What a disrespectful hair you have tickling your nose. I do, Wote. I do. Yeah. Mine's on the outside. It's not very nice. More than tourists themselves, it's the prices compared to America or other European countries are very low, so people buy apartments and end up pushing out the locals. Oh. There are many places where it's almost impossible to find decent housing. That's disappointing. But we love well-done tourism. I think it's in our nature to share our culture with people. I think it should be. We do not, Wote. We have no robot today. I think at some point when Human 2 is on a plane now, or he fucking should be. He said he was at his gate at 2:28, so hopefully that means he's getting on the plane. Everyone, please give well wishes and safe travel wishes to Human 2 in the chat, please. It will make me feel better.